They told us to give a disclaimer. The views expressed on this podcast are those of the podcasters, any guests, and do not reflect any of the management, owners, sponsorships, or employees of thereof. Pretty much, if you're soft, don't listen to this podcast.
One thing I pride myself on is just being the same and trying to look out for my folks along the way.
Like, even with all these, big things happening, like, you still mad humble, and you still, like, you have enough clout now where you could easily be like, I'm not fucking with this, I'm not fucking with that.
Oh yeah, motherfuckers, it's on.
Unrestricted listeners, thank you so much for clicking play. I really appreciate it. Because of you, those numbers are going up, up, and up, especially on YouTube. We're reaching 1 million views, and it's all because of you. I really do appreciate it. If you are looking to get a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, you want to support the podcast, allrawk.com, ALLRAWK.com. Go tap in. And if you don't want to support monetarily, I know it's rough out here, man. I've been looking at house prices. I was just talking to Waldo about house prices. Can't even get a house right now. You can always just share this content. It's free to share. It's free to show love. Now, today I got two very special guests on the other side of me. My brothers who don't know the meaning of time.
I'm sorry, Jay.
Bobby's pointing at Vanu, but we all know that. No, I'm just playing. I got Roses on the Moon, Bobby B. Mack and Vanu Moon in the building.
Yes, sir.
How you guys doing, bro?
Shit, tired.
Yeah. Get up on the mic, man.
Running up them stairs, I'm out of shape. Goddamn. Shit.
We just working, Dre. Working, trying to make it happen. So
I love the direction where Roses on the Moon is at right now. You guys are active, and that was something I challenged you guys with. Don't just put something out and then disappear. Put something out and stay out.
Thanks.
And you guys have been making me proud by doing that. So how has life? How has things been? How are you guys doing?
Life's been great, man. Started the new year, thankfully. Last year was tough. But this year everything's been feeling good. I feel like the universe is gonna give back to us this year, and I'm excited to make things happen. So everything's going good so far.
Facts. And just add on to that, I can't complain. You already know what it's been a rough past few years, but I feel like this year we already knew in December that we were about to have a great year, music or just in every aspect.
Yeah, I love the content that you guys are putting out. What was the change that made you guys be like, nah, we need to put the pedal to the metal and make things happen?
I felt like, especially in our community in Utah, I felt like a lot of people were doing the same type of content. Utah's a small state. There's not a lot of things you can do. There's no freaking oceans out here. There's no, but I feel like we could be different. When I told Bobby, or we told each other that we just want our niche to be different, where when they look at our videos, they're like, yeah, that's a Roses on the Moon content, and they know they're going to expect something different every time.
Yeah. Proof is in the pudding, man. It's bright, it's friendly, it's welcoming. What was the last single I seen you released in January? It was Save Me?
Yeah.
Save Me. Yep.
Creating Save Me. Obviously, you're talking about some deep stuff there. What did you seek out to get off your chest with Save Me?
Really just our mental health. I made that song. That song actually was done right after my daughter had passed, so 2022. Yep. And we just decided to release it now because we wanted to kind of close the chapter, not close the chapter, but that was our kind of last song as far as speaking about our sadness. We felt like with our album and everything, we were able to speak a lot of our grief. And now going into the summer or springtime of this year, we want to bring the vibes back up. I feel like that's what everyone's known us as before. And we kind of want to get back to that spot where people feel happy listening to our music. But we're thankful that we were able to share that side of us as well as what we were going through.
Mm-hmm. Bobby, why are you ducking the Mac Masters fade?
We actually went over there. We went over there for the, what was that, Lefties battle?
Yeah.
It was dope, man. And I talked to Sink for a little bit. I was just like, damn, maybe I could do this. But then again, I was like, damn. Maybe I should just focus on Roses on the Moon this year.
What was your thought though? What was your thought on Mike Masters and where we are now?
It was dope, man. It's come so far, but I feel like it's still, even though we've come so far, it's still very underappreciated.
What do you mean by that?
Like, I feel like even though the rap scene has grown for the people who know battle rap, I feel like there is still a big market out here for people to be introduced to battle rap. Because, I mean, people love, I mean, out here, there's a very big scene for, you know, that old school rap or boom bap. So I feel like marketed right, you know, I feel like people would gravitate towards battle rap. But I feel like right now, I just hope I hope it doesn't become a place where it's kind of the same faces at every event.
Yeah, shout out Gambino, man.
Facts, man. Gambino.
He brought out freaking Emerson Kennedy and B Magic. I went to that battle. That was hard, bro.
Facts.
So just having big names like that in our state at a Mike Masters event, that's hard.
What was your thoughts on the producer battle?
Damn, with that, we missed that one. We came in like right before Lefty's battle. So our pops told us that one was hard. That was pretty dope. So.
We haven't seen it yet, right? We haven't seen a producer battle. We've seen producers battle, but we haven't seen that on the Mike Masters platform with two of the coldest that are doing it right now, right? Looney got the tunes. He has a name. He's been grinding. I think he's earned his respect and his name. And then, seeing Minute After 8 come back out and show his, his talents. And he's nasty. But I think that this kind of opens it up for so many other producers to get their name out there
Facts.
too, and even bring back some of the old heads. I told Looney, I said there was bias because I said, was it judged? Because I didn't go. It was SmackDown night, and I have allegiance with my son. Friday night SmackDown. But he said that I was asking how it was judged, and he said that it was Toby Ali, another judge from Apuda Vida Entertainment, and then somebody else. And I said, well, you produced for two of them motherfuckers. I said, look, hey, Looney, man, there was bias there. Both of them dudes were Mexican. Yeah. I said, we need to run it back. But no, I challenged Looney to call out some people, and he would love to get in the ring with Toby Ali. I said, that'd be nasty.
Hey, that'd be dope.
I said, you don't want to see Handsome Hands though.
Hey, man,
Shout out Handsome Man.
different with Handsome Man.
Creating Roses on the Moon, the sound of you guys. What's the process of making sure that you have a sound that differentiates you guys from others, not only in our community but in general?
I feel like just because the differences between me and Venu artistically, because Venu likes more of the slow, airy vibes, like more of the vibe music, whereas I'm more of the like rapping, go at your neck type stuff. I feel like for us, we're able to find common ground with combining the two, and also taking from one another. Where sometimes he'll do the choppier stuff, and then I'll do more of the singing. And I feel like that's where we've found our mesh as Roses on the Moon.
It's beautiful, man.
Thank you.
What do you guys know about the moon?
That the landing on the moon is not real. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a simulation. There actually isn't a moon.
Are you guys
We're in a dome.
Are you guys conspiracy theories like that? Like, do you guys believe in some of these conspiracies?
Hell yeah.
What's the one that got you baffled?
Reptilians.
You think that's real?
I believe it's real.
Do you think those are people out here?
I think so. Some people are just, I don't know, man. You don't seem real to me,
I think that's just humans, right? A lot of fake motherfuckers out here, right? Those are the reptilians. And we deal with them every fucking day.
Snakes.
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
a very good point.
Yeah, man, the reptilians are real. I joke, I kid, but I definitely am a conspiracy theorist, and the moon landing was one of them. And I always thought, like, what do these guys really know about the moon? Sorry, he gave me 2 shots before you guys came in here. I would have been good, but y'all were late.
Yeah. Thank you, Waldo. Sorry.
So, okay, Roses on the Moon, Moon Gang. Where are we at with the rest of the talents on the collective?
Well, we've actually, a lot of them dropped earlier this year. Shout out Bevy, just dropped her song Sunder. Nazar dropped his song Flame Clouds. T-Mac dropped his song Love Me or Not. And Tess dropped her song Air, and Alice dropped his song
Show You.
Show You.
Holy smokes!
So whole team is working this year, and man, I've always made it for Bobby and I. At some point, we were always so like, man, we need to be on, gotta be on their asses all about things. But now we're just, I feel like the best way to lead is by example. Once they see us working, they're gonna be like, all right, I need to get it together. So it's just so dope to see the ripple effect that it's made, and just seeing our team work, and we're really just letting them do their thing. We try not to take lead on anything as far as their project. That's just all them, man, and I'm proud to see it, proud of them as well. So
what's a meeting with the gang look like? Like, are you guys collaborating as far as like who should release what, or what direction you want to go?
Honestly, I feel like sometimes we may have conversations on what direction they may want to go but for us, I feel like we definitely want to just give them their artistic freedom. Like whenever they feel like they want to drop, they can drop. But at the same time, if they feel like they need input on something, or if they need us to listen to something, we're always there as well.
Yeah, leading by example, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys happy making music right now?
Hell yeah.
yeah.
There was a pause.
I had to think about it for a little bit.
Are you happy?
Am I happy? I am.
Yeah.
I really am. I feel like at this space, just like Venu said, with everything we've gone through, I feel like this year is a healing year for us, and also a healing year for people who listen to us. So we felt it's our duty for us to heal, whether it's when we come in contact with people or through our music itself. Just because I feel like, we can keep shedding light on these things, but people already know these things. People already know the vulnerability that we've shared. Now it's time for us to show people that, that's not the end of it. The grief isn't the end of it. You're still able to overcome these things. There's a light at the end of that tunnel.
Yeah. I think as creatives, we always have to shed the previous thing, right? A lot of us know you specifically, Bobby, for a certain era in your life when you first came out. We all know your pops, right? We know I shouldn't say that though, because there are people that don't know your guys' history, especially you, right? But I also understand that going on these platforms and rehashing and re-talking about a bunch of shit that you've already talked about, it becomes a lot.
Yeah.
So with that being said, you guys dropped Roses on the Moon, the debut album from you two as Roses on the Moon last year. Did we get a project this year?
Yes, we do. We have a EP summer coming out late May. So we have that coming out. We have a lot coming out, to be honest. We have so much ready to go. It's just we want to make sure we market it well and make sure it's that it's not just something we throw out and everyone forgets about. So
you're strategic.
Yeah,
that's something that I feel like as a community we forget sight. We don't have sight on is like, yeah, you come out with a dope record and you want to release it for the world, and sometimes as creators we see somebody else drop something, you're like, man, like I want to drop too.
Yeah.
How do you guys control that excitement?
I think we just stay within ourselves. I feel like the more you try and like look at other people dropping or worried about other people dropping, then you start rushing your timing on things. You're like, oh, frick, we need to get going. For us, we're just we're so aligned as far as when our time comes, our time will come. But we stay excited as far as we just put so much in the vault, but we're so strategic as far as how much content we need, writing Spotify editorial playlists, like the whole 9 yards. I feel like that's what a lot of artists do. They rush a lot of their projects and it doesn't get the recognition it deserves. So, and my advice to any artist, I feel like you should take your time, man, and make sure that you actually do everything you can to promote your song.
Did you guys milk Roses on the Moon enough?
I still don't think we have enough, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like we're barely scratching the surface.
Even down to the first project, though. Do you feel like you guys did enough with that?
Definitely not. Well, we had situations last year, that we were going through, like with legal stuff and whatnot. So I feel like the timing of when we dropped the album, I feel it was perfect timing, and I feel like it was just a part of our journey, even though we didn't milk it as much as we wanted to or come out with as many videos as we wanted to last year with the project. You know, I feel like that's a big thing for artists too, is that there's going to be trial and error. You know, sometimes you're going to drop the ball on some of your releases, and that's okay. But just, I feel like just being open to trying new things, that's okay too. I guess it's okay for you to learn from your past mistakes.
Seeing you guys rehearse, and I see how serious you guys take your craft, take your profession. Do we see you guys with a live band anytime soon? I feel like your guys' show is a live band show. That's the only reason why I say that.
Yeah, so we actually did our first live band show last year.
Yep. At the complex.
Yeah, at the complex. And man, that's honestly, I don't even want to do a show without a live band again. Just the way I felt with it and everything. But I mean, we've gotten positive feedback from both. People love the theatrics that we put on without the band, and then people love the live band sound. So there's got to be a way that we can mesh it all together.
Mix the two.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I ask, is because I see guys go up there with a DJ, and it's great, right? Great. But when you guys have a show and you have choreography and you're telling a story on the stage, I just feel like the live band, I see indie artists and there's certain drum kicks where it's like boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? You feel it.
Facts.
The crowd feels it. I just feel like more artists should tap into the live band more often.
I agree.
It's expensive though. You got a band.
Yeah. And you got to go through that process, you know, of rehearsing and getting everybody on the same page. But I mean, honestly, I feel like we love working with our live band. Shout out to them. Just because, you know, we put together that show last year in a week.
Wow.
Or our entire hour set, and they killed it. So, I mean, yeah, big ups to them.
You guys trying to get out of the state more?
Yeah, well, most definitely. I feel like for Utah, we still have a long ways to go with Utah, but I feel like we have at least a base to go off of from here.
I mean, you guys got support like no other.
Yeah, and so we definitely want to get out there and see what we can make happen out there too.
I always tell myself, it's like, as much work as I put in over years, there's still people when I go to Smith's don't even know who I am. It's like, we need to work to when you go to Smith's, you stop crowds. You know what I mean? I can't get my rotisserie chicken without being like, yo, what up, Dre? You know? You know what I mean? So there's still work to be done, but I also think that it's important to get out of state and broadcast your message and who you are as an artist. How do you feel like you guys are given as far as substance in your music? Is that important to you guys?
Very important. I feel like at this point now in our careers, our main thing that we're trying to push is just anything that's surrounding your mental health, whether you're going through a happy time in your life or a sad time in your life, and just learning how to deal with and process those emotions. Because I feel like, especially for kids who come from our community, we don't talk about those things, you know, and we never had that open dialogue with our parents to be able to discuss these things. So like, why do I feel this way when I see this, or why do I feel this way when I have said conversation with my dad or my mom? You know what I mean? So I feel like that's as of late, that's been our main thing, is just helping people process their emotions.
How often do you guys get to decompress from life?
I'll say often. I play Fortnite a lot, so that is my decompressor right there.
Are you good on the sticks? You good with the Fortnite?
I'm not gonna lie, Dre. I'm probably the best in Moon Gang.
Come on, Dre.
I mean, there's 52 people in My son's hype. WWE 2024 comes out this month, and we're hype, man. It's crazy. Like, I remember when I was a kid,
Yep.
It was Super Mario World, you know, Donkey Kong, Sonic, and I would have to get my dad through levels, right? And now here's my son kicking my ass in WWE. But he be cheating, though. He be cheating. Go ahead, brother.
How did you guys feel about The Rock pledging allegiance to the Brotherhood? Or the Bloodline, I mean.
This is something that, okay, I want to backtrack just a little bit. So Raw came out last year. They came here, first televised show since 2018. I'll go to that. incredible show. It's Raw. It's a Monday night. I got my son with me. He know he's gonna have a long day at school tomorrow because he's gonna be tired because Raw's fucking long as hell. They do the pre-sale for SmackDown that came just now with Rock, right? And I'm like, oh man, that's all good. We got tickets at Raw. We'll be able to get tickets to SmackDown. And here comes Rocky. Decide he wants to come out of nowhere and put himself into the Bloodline story. Utah sold out as soon as they announced he's coming. Sold out, so I couldn't go to SmackDown. Rocky cuts one of the dopest promos that I've seen in a long time here in Salt Lake City. There's ties to the Bloodline in Salt Lake City. The Samoan wrestling has a rich history in Utah. And I didn't realize that they were really going to sell this shit. Rocky cuts a promo. Ticket sales go crazy. Roman's in town. Usos are in town. Everybody's here. They first announced that he's a part of the blood. Well, obviously he's Bloodline's in his blood, but he announces that he's rocking with the head of the table, Roman Reigns. Sorry, I'm nerding out on WWE shit. Fast forward to the most recent SmackDown at the time of this recording, and Rocky pledges allegiance to Roman Reigns as the head of the table with the Bloodline. He acknowledged them. That's what Roman said. Yo, you gotta acknowledge me. And if you know Rocky, you know what his history is, especially as a heel. He ain't playing second fiddle to nobody. Yep. And he bent the knee to Roman Reigns. I was talking to Will Wonder about this because he's a wrestling head as well. And I'm like, this is a whole setup to WrestleMania. They need to get Rock back as babyface to be the likable people's champ. So Rocky will turn on the Bloodline. He's not going to bend his knee to Roman Reigns no more. He won't play second fiddle. Second night of WrestleMania, we see Rocky, Rock Bottom, Roman Reigns. I'm calling it now.
Hey,
I can see that.
I'll put money on that too.
Yeah, Vanu's like, shut up, nerd.
I don't know what you're talking about. No,
have you guys ever thought about making entrance music? Because I challenge our community of musicians, because we have a rich culture with MMA, right? Zeke, one of your friends, right? And we also have DCW, which is our local Utah wrestling promotion. Yep. All these athletes need walkout music. Have you guys ever thought about that?
I've never thought about it, but hell yeah, that would be dope as hell.
That'd be dope.
I think it would be sick.
Thanks.
You know, have that walkout song. Now you're in the arenas every week. You know, there's certain walkout songs that guys walk out to that just stick with you. And you hear the song, you see the face. Yep. You see the face, you hear the song.
Yeah, thanks.
I think it only and we have guys that can really go. Like, they're so close to the UFC. I challenge you guys, like, fucking make some songs, man. Give us some athletes.
Got you, bro. Shout out Zeke.
You guys see his last fight?
I didn't see it, but yeah, I did hear about it.
Man, I shouldn't say I feel bad for Zeke, but Zeke is one of those guys where if you look at his last 6 fights, he's a scary dude. That dude he's a powerful fucking good dude. And his last fight is just, I think he got gassed out. And the guy he fought, his name's Roundstone. It's funny because Roundstone, he already won, man. He was a meth head. He was an addict. He got shot, stabbed. And he cleaned his life up, and that was his last fight with Zeke. So just to make it to where you are in life, you already won, but he ended up getting Zeke. Man, it was a tough fight to watch, especially as like a supporter of Zeke.
Yeah.
It was funny. I think I might have told you guys I was at Farmington and I was DJing the fights, and I put on 116 at the park, and Zeke just turns around and looks at me. He's all. Thumbs up.
Shout out, bro, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out, bro. I always admire that at the end of the day, he keeps going, man. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, he always gets right back on it and puts on a show. So,
would you guys ever do anything like that?
MMA?
Yeah.
Shoot.
I was gassed just running up the stairs, so I'm good. I'll just be a dad.
I think that'd be good content, though, right? Go to the gym with Zeke. Go into his world. It's your homie, right? Create some content with him, a training session with him, and then you bring him into your world. You write some bars for Zeke.
That's a great idea.
I do the rapper boxing. You know how with like the influencer boxing? I'll do that.
Who would you want to fight?
I honestly don't know.
Put a name on the bullet, Bobby.
Like from out here or
Sure.
just in general?
In general, whatever.
And I don't know. I would say I'd fight Jake Paul.
He'll beat your ass.
Oh, but I'd get a bag, so it's okay.
He has a fight tonight, I think.
Yeah.
Amanda Serrano, I don't know if you guys follow boxing, but she's a Puerto Rican fighter. Fucking bad. Like, she's nice with it. Yeah, she's fighting tonight.
I'm waiting for Bud, man. I'm waiting for Bud to go up and fight Canelo.
Not happening.
You think so?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't see it happening.
Yeah, I don't think so. I know Ryan, he has this fight coming up. Haney.
Yep.
That I see Haney just washing Garcia.
Yeah.
I think he washes Garcia. I think Garcia's so young that this might hurt his ego. I think this might be one of those fights where if he loses he lost to Tank and he came back and won. But if he loses again to somebody with a bigger name like Haney, I think it could damage his fucking reputation.
Yeah.
At least mentally.
Yeah.
You know. Is there anything like that throws you guys off? As far as like a bad show or something like that throws you guys off?
Hell yeah, bro.
Yes, definitely. When we feel like when we get off stage and our set is done, and we feel like we didn't give out our best performance, and I feel like we just internalize it, and I feel like for the first few days we internalize it, and then up until we get our next show, we're like, all right, but we're gonna make sure we never feel like that again.
How do you know though? Because what if Vanu feels like, oh, we killed it? And Bobby's like, bro, shut up. No, we did it.
I think it's just off the crowd reaction
Yeah.
with shows. If I feel like we didn't gain them or gain their respect at some point during, I feel like we both know. We get off the stage and just like, let's go home.
Yeah.
How important is the respect in where you guys are in your career as far as performers?
I feel
Within,
like it's important to me just because I feel like, man, you ain't got to rock with us. You ain't got to like or gravitate towards our music, but you are going to respect us. You know, because, I mean, we move with respect and love. Like, we don't do no controversial shit. We don't be out there hating on nobody. I was like, bro, like, respect should earn respect and vice versa. So I feel like even if they don't listen to our music or if they don't rock with us, like, there's got to be respect.
Yeah. Tory Lanez gets out next year, hypothetically. You guys doing a song with Tory?
yes, sir.
Don't cancel us, but hell yeah. Hey, just because, I mean, you just don't know, bro. Like people say, just because they said this has happened. Hey, man, he was on a live talking about Rock Nation about, some shit. So it's just, don't listen to everything that this media feeds you because it might just be a setup.
There's always, if you are on the other side, you want this dude to rot, right? But if you're on the other side, it's like, who really pulled the trigger?
Hey, Drake,
Dance, bitch, dance is crazy.
Drake said free Tory, so
No, he said
rocking
3
with Drake.
Tory.
Yeah. We rocking with Drake.
Damn. When you guys' nudes dropping?
Our nudes?
Yeah.
Shit, never.
Yeah,
Wholesome.
OnlyFans next month.
Would you guys do that if it meant the bag?
What kind of nudes? Like feet pics?
Like Drake, you know?
Oh,
He said helicopters.
yeah, I didn't watch that, bro. No,
It was on my
I
Twitter
don't know
feed,
what you're
man.
talking about, bro.
My algorithm's crazy.
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
Nah.
I feel like it's kind of, I don't know. I just feel like it's just not me to be out there swinging my dick around on camera.
What do you like if you're Drake in that moment? What do you tell your mom? Like, what do you, mom, stay off the internet for like a couple months? Or what do your nudes drop? All right, your nudes drop. Somebody leaked the nudes. You have a bad relationship, gone bad, or whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, well, fuck him. All right, here you go. Boom. She sends out the tweet, and now you're helicoptering out in the Twitter space. What do you tell your parents? Like, how do you explain to mom that what's going on?
I would make sure they're aware and be like, but I hope y'all proud of your son.
We made it, Mom. We about to get a bag.
I think it would be embarrassing, but at the same time, it's like, it's life. You know what I mean? Fuck it. If anything, I'm like, Mom, you better go get this bitch.
For For real.
That is crazy that people do that though. Like they really be on some freaking hate and shit.
Yeah.
There's certain moves that I make now. I've been in my relationship for 11 years, right? I trust my girl. She knows all my darkest secrets. She knows everything about me. If she wanted to ruin my life, she could. You know what I mean? There's definitely unflattering photos of Dre in a bathtub with something out there. She got something on me. But does that change the way that you move in a relationship? Because you guys are guys with status. People know your names, right? Does that change the way you move in relationships?
I don't think so. I mean, if you really feel like that's your person, I feel like you're just open with everything with them. But I mean, once someone in that relationship breaks that trust, then yeah, it changes the whole ball game. But other than that, I mean, if the trust is there, I feel like, fuck, I'm gonna go through hell with this person. Whether they at some point release shit on them, at the end of the day, look, it was real for me. That's on you.
Mm.
I feel like if you're in a relationship with somebody and you're at a certain level, it's just like they gotta understand your status too. Like I feel like you can't get in a relationship if that person doesn't know what they're getting into, as far as having your life under a microscope or having X amount of fans. These types of fans, crazy fans, women fans, that are crushing on you. So I feel like when that understanding isn't communicated, then it makes it harder. But I feel just like Isvin said, if you feel like that's your person, then shit, it is what it is.
Yeah, be careful though, because as much as you love somebody, like you could even have kids with somebody. Just be careful. Just be careful, because it can get nasty real quick.
Indeed.
And people show their true faces underneath, pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how long until you guys get your shirts off on the album cover?
Give me like 6 months, bro. Give me 6 months, 6 steroids, and I'll be straight.
Yeah, Ozempic or what?
Yeah. I'll take anything at this point. Nah, I'm playing, but yeah. I think that's one thing we're looking to work on too this year is not only our mental health, but our physical health.
Yeah, we need the Moon Gang fucking workout plan.
Thanks.
Y'all need to come out and play ball with us this summer.
I'm very down, bro.
We've just got back into playing basketball, so
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Who's better on a one-on-one?
See, I wasn't gonna say anything and let him say it for us, but
say anything.
Since he wasn't gonna say anything, I would say 1-on-1. I would say he would win because he's more in shape.
Mm.
But if we're talking like basketball, like 5-on-5, like who has the basketball IQ and
He said,
who you would want on your team?
I'm the big fundamental. You the Tim Duncan in the shit.
He said I would win because I'm in more shape. That's crazy. Like I'm not off of skill, nothing. Just I'm in better shape.
I'm the point guard.
He can hustle. He can hustle to the ball.
It me seem like I'm Pat Beavers just running around the court, diving for loose balls out of bounds, and it's 1v1.
Just a defensive player. No, I'm playing.
Who you guys listening to right now? Or do you guys stay away from other people's music to not throw off influence?
From the state or just in general?
In general, who you listening to?
Tizo Touchdown.
Thanks.
I'm a huge fan of Tizo. Don Toliver. Don Toliver's tough. And Drake. I always listen to Drake. Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole.
I'm not mad at that. What about you, Bobby?
Yeah, so Tizo Touchdown for sure. Mike Jack from Seattle. He's a rapper from Seattle. We think he's dope. Shit, and honestly, other than like the ones that he's named and like probably a handful of others, we usually just listen to the gang.
I mean, there's enough of y'all. Album every week. Do we have a title for the project coming up this spring?
For the EP?
Yeah.
I think we're undecided for now.
No, go ahead and release it. I see the look. Do you want to say it here?
We have one, but then we're like, I don't know, man. That's the thing between us two is we're always just thinking about something new and better, and we always change our mind last minute. So,
what's the vibe on the project?
A lot like 116 in the Park. So that type of vibe where electronic R&B, Phil Magic Jordan type feel to it. So
a bunch of bangers. That's what it's gonna be for the summer tapes. Just a bunch of fucking bangers.
When do we get a single?
Our next single actually drops this month.
End of this month.
End of this month.
We can't disclose who's featured on it right now, but people will love it. That's all I would say. People are gonna love who's featured on it.
Male or female artist?
Female.
It's in the process of getting approved, and once it does, it's go time. So
what ultimately, with Roses on the Moon, what do you guys want to accomplish? What are we working towards?
For us, and I feel like we're both on the same page, is we want to accomplish to the point where one, for us, we're living off just doing music, but two, just what I feel like we've already been doing with Moon Gang is we just want to be able to be those people that you can come to, that we open doors for kids in our community. And really that's just, I feel like that's the basis for us. We could care less if we blow up and become the biggest artist whatsoever. We would love that. That would be dope. But for us, we just want to be known as people that's giving opportunities to other kids coming up into the music industry and having a platform for them to, shed light whenever we can.
I think you guys are doing it the right way, man. When I look at the Twitter or the TikTok feed, it's just like bright, beautiful. It's catchy. The engagement's there. Like, I don't see anything you guys are doing wrong. I think you guys are doing everything right. This is where, as a creative, it can get a little frustrating, right? Where it's like, fuck, we're doing everything right, but how do you manage to keep yourself sane and not get frustrated during the times where it's like, we've counted all fucking hands and what's the next check mark? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you guys manage that?
I feel like it's for us, it's really something that we've come to learn is just trusting our process and not looking at everybody else and saying like, damn, oh, they got this, and like, oh, why haven't we done this? But it's more so like when we both first started making music, when I started and when he started, I feel like we were so caught up in the numbers game, or like, well, oh damn, look at all this shit, like, oh, how many plays we got on this one, or how many likes we got on this one. But now it's just more so, if this post or song aligns with who we are and our vision, the numbers don't matter, like, because that'll always change. People will fuck with it, people won't fuck with it. That's out of our control. So I feel like at this point now is just focusing on putting out the best content we can and putting our best foot forward in any and everything we do, whether it's music, whether it's content, whether it's performing on a show. And I feel like for us, it leaves us a little bit more satisfied, because that is what's in our control at the end of the day.
Is it tough to manage the business side and stay creative?
As of recently, it's been because our management team, shout out RP Management, they've made it a lot easier where we can just focus on the music side of things, and they've been taking care of the business side. So thankful for them. But before, when we didn't have a management team, it was just getting very overwhelming. There'd be times we just check out because mentally it was just getting too much. So
yeah, I hear you. It's a tough thing to manage your own business as an artist, right? The no's, the yeses, there's a lot to it. So having help there, I can imagine it'd be helpful. I wish I had it. Waldo, you ready to tell people no or yes for me? All right, fellas, man, I want to jump into a segment called Questions.
Are you sick of podcasts that just interview people with the same questions and gossiping nonsense?
Are you tired of hearing about what's wrong with the world? Can you locate your nearest orphanage?
Who cooked the Last Supper?
R.I.P. Mr. Potato Head.
Seppuku Harakiri.
Where is Mavis Beacon?
This is Hos.
And this is host Beefy.
Listen to the Beans and Rice podcast.
Exclusively in Braille and all streaming platforms.
Patent pending.
Hey, yo, you're probably listening to the Unrestricted Podcast with DreRawka. We are? No, they are. Yeah, oh, right.
Oh, wow.
And I'm the real Ruby. You can catch me and Fonzie and G Daddy Funk on Lake Talk 801 podcast.
Yeah, but I think you have to come in more smoother, more funnier. Like, yeah, they could catch us on the Lake Talk 801 podcast.
Yeah, y'all can catch us on the Lake Talk 801.
Yeah, and be like, and yeah, man, hey, and they could catch people like me, the real Ruby, and people like you, Fonzie, and people like him, G Daddy Funk,
wow,
on
that's
the
a
Lake
lot
Talk
of people.
801. Who cares?
What did he say?
Huh?
I didn't hear him.
I don't know, but
Why-
this probably should be the ad.
Is this? Are these on?
Catch a new episode every Monday on all streaming platforms. The Lake Talk 801. Tune in now.
Now, Questions is powered by the good folks over at a bar named Sue. You can catch live music, including UFC pay-per-views, at both locations, 3970 South Highland Drive and 8136 South State Street. That's my home base. If there's a UFC pay-per-view, I will be there, so come have a brew with me. Find out more at abarnamedSue.com. Now, first question comes in from Tony in Brick City. Where's Brick City? I have no idea where Brick City is. He just put Brick City. All right, Brick City. Shout out to Brick City. Hopefully that's not his, like he just throwing up bricks, just throwing up mad bricks. What are you doing today to prepare yourself for the future? Good question.
That is a good question. I feel like for us right now, we're setting the stone as for our kids, showing everyone in our family, everyone that looks up to us, to chase your dreams. And I feel like we are building that foundation for our family with our dad and everything, getting everything ready to go. That way, if music ends up being our route for money, and if it doesn't, we have a lot of things that we're doing with our dad to make sure our foundation and our wealth is set for our family.
It's good. I like that. Anything you want to add, Bobby?
I would say in this moment right now, like what we're doing is also setting the ground for the future too, because we're surrounding ourselves with people who are like-minded or people who are on the same type of vibration where we're working towards something, we're building something for our family in the future. Which, and we've been connected for how long? So it's just
over.
And so, man, we just like you said, man, we're family, and so anytime we come around or we love to keep and be around people who have the same type of mentality of wanting to work towards something.
Absolutely. And I think honestly, like what you guys are doing now is setting other people outside of your family for the future, because people are getting inspiration, whether if it's the way you guys are shooting your videos, the creative content that you're putting up. You could see where people get inspiration, right? And I think in our community, a lot of people get inspiration from you guys, especially not being scared to be like, hey, let's go this electric route. Fuck what people think. Let's go this route, you know? So, yeah, I agree with that. Good question, Tony. In Brick City, I need you to comment where Brick City's at. All right, Nick in Popular Grove. What is a pet peeve of yours?
Being late.
It wasn't even like a few minutes.
I know, bro.
This motherfucker was like 40-something minutes late. And comes running up the stairs thinking I'm going to feel bad for him.
Oh, man.
Holy shit.
Banu?
Shoot, pet peeve.
He's like, this motherfucker.
Just when people are not aware of their surroundings or just very unaware of when they're in certain places. Yeah.
All right. Mine is when people this is one of I think I was telling you guys, one of my biggest pet peeves is when people jump into my DMs talking about let's link, let's do this, and it's like all you're asking for is an interview though. Like we need that, there needs to be mutual combat here, Like don't just fucking be like, "Hey, put me on your show." Kago the kid. Introduce yourself, man. Have some fucking manners,
I agree.
And Kago the kid. If I get shot tomorrow, it's Kago the kid.
From Utah County.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Let me know your pet peeves though. Drop a comment. Let me know. Thomas Jack in Portland. Do you know how to change a tire?
Yes.
Sure do.
I sure do. Shout out, Dad.
Yeah. I learned early too. My pops, he taught me how to change a tire. Hated it because it ended up getting all greasy. And you never change the tire like prepared to change a tire. It's always like on the side of the road or something.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. All right. Good thing I got roadside assistance.
Facts.
All right. Selma Mo in Salt Lake City. What's something from your childhood you always wanted but never got the chance to get, but you would be happy to get it today?
Ooh. Great question.
I'll go first. Instantly, I think of like things I couldn't afford, right? Me and my pops. One, a Game Boy. I always wanted a Game Boy because it had the Pokemon blue and yellow, or the gold and silver. I really wanted one of those. As a teenager, I wanted a PSP. Never got the PSP. And as an elementary school kid, the Nike commercial came out with Jason Williams, Rasheed Wallace, I think Kevin Garnett, and it was when they were making the beat with the basketball.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Elite commercial.
Yep.
And in that commercial, there's a very smooth ball. It's like a patent leather ball. And I always wanted this ball. Never got it though. So I'd be happy if I got a Game Boy, a PSP, or one of those Elite basketballs.
Yeah. I say for me as a kid growing up, I always wanted Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I don't think our parents ever bought us anything that we didn't need. So, but I've always wanted that. And then in high school, I've always wanted to go to Disneyland or to Disney World. I've never been, and hopefully sometime soon I'll get to take my kids there. So
that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Is Disney World, is that where the Mario Land is? The new one they just built?
In Florida?
It might be Universal. It's probably Universal Studios. That thing looked dope.
What is it? It's Mario Land?
Yeah, it's a Mario Land. So you know the new Mario movie that came out? Well, newer. They created a whole section in the park for just that.
Damn.
Yeah, it's dope.
So they got like big mushrooms and shit.
Yeah, not that type of mushrooms, but yeah.
Damn, I would take some shrooms and go over there.
They
That's
had
crazy.
Toad head, fucking cauldron. Yeah.
That's fire.
Taking shrooms and going to Universal Studios would be crazy.
It's a lot of energy to take on.
Yeah. We'd probably be around like 3-year-olds, like.
No, Bobby, we wouldn't be about 3-year-olds.
No, looking at the stuff, like playing in there. There's just 3-year-olds running around, like, what the fuck is
Bobby's
this?
eating fucking lollipops and just kicking it with kids, just fucking mushroomed out.
I really would, bro. I'd just be chilling with the kids.
Fucking big kid. That's why you were 40 minutes late.
Sorry.
Big kid.
I'm sorry.
What about you, Bobby, man? What as something as a kid that you wanted that if we gave it to you today, you'd be happy?
A bike. A mongoose with the pegs on the back. It was like matte black. I always wanted a bike like that.
The mongoose was dope. I was a dyno kid. I wanted the dyno, big spokes.
Yeah. Dinos are nice too.
Yeah, and the mongoose bike. Were you like a BMX kid? Did you want to do like the jumps and tricks or just cruise?
Just cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really all it was. Is like cruising. Actually, I had a bike, put it on the corner, went across the corner to go get some ice cream from the ice cream man because he stopped at the opposite corner. The ice cream truck left. I looked and my bike was gone, and I was like, why the fuck did I leave my bike over there?
These are tales of another 99, baby. 95, baby. You know, the funny thing about that story is that Bobby actually stole the bike originally. The kid came back and got his bike back. What did Mike say? Mike Epps say? He was like, "You're the only person that steal a car. Get mad when they steal it back." Yeah, man. So I can't guarantee we can get you a mongoose. We'll get you a mongoose, but you got to write it in a music video or something.
Say less. I'll do that.
I don't know about a trip to Disney World. That's out of the budget. Yeah, maybe we'll do some popsicles or something for you.
I'll take that. Pause.
All right, last question here. This was a last question here. This is a question that was asked to me on my other podcast that I thought was so unique that I wanted to bring it up, and I've been asking my guests is, can you love unconditionally?
Yes. I truly believe you can love unconditionally. I feel like for myself, I've seen it from my parents. No matter what I've done, no matter, how many times I've made them mad or disappointed, at the end of the day, they still pick up that phone when I need them. They still freaking take care of my kids. So I truly believe you can.
Can we do something right now? I want to do something unorthodox. Can we call Dad?
Yeah.
Do you think he'll answer?
I think so.
You guys got an iPhone?
If Ven will call him.
You got an iPhone?
Yeah.
All right. I wanna ask Dad a question, and the reason why I want to ask Dad this question is because let me know when we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
I think getting a dad's perspective while his kids is in front of him is gonna be healthy. And when I say healthy, great content.
Thanks. Fuck them kids.
B-side definitely not answering. It's a Saturday.
Come on, Pops.
He ain't answering.
Come on, Pops.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is...
See, my mom would answer, though.
Let's call mom.
All right,
call mom. Mom
Let me
Dukes.
call mom. I'll call mom.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, no. I got you. Let me shut up and just sit here and be a good brother.
She ain't answering for you. You vaping? I got something for you after we're done.
Hi, son.
See?
Oh.
You see what I mean?
Off the first ring. Hi, Mom.
Hi, son.
Mama, this
Hi.
is DreRawka with the Unrestricted Podcast. And
Hi.
I got your sons here. And one of the questions that was asked is, can you love unconditionally? Now, when I asked the question to your sons, they said, yes, absolutely. My mom, my parents, they've always been in my corner, no matter if we disappointed them, whatever. My question for you, Mom, is would you love your sons if they turned out to be Jeffrey Dahmer? If you find out Vanu's out here eating people, would you still love your sons?
First of all, I know they wouldn't go that route, but yeah, if it were to come down to that, yeah, for sure.
Okay, Mom is down.
Thanks,
all right,
Mom.
B-side didn't answer. He knew that we were going to ask some real questions, a hard hitting question.
I'm freaking dead.
Awesome, Mom. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Love you, Mom.
Okay, love you guys. Okay, bye.
That's great. That's great.
I'm gonna
Bobby,
have to-
get out of my camera. You're messing up my camera.
Shit.
Shut up, Mom.
I wasn't expecting that one, bro. That was good. I love that.
It's a real question, man, because these are things, right? Like, what do you do if your son ends up killing people and eating them? Like, your mom says she still love you.
Yeah, Mom different. She's Mom better than me. Fuck, man.
She would love us, but she'll probably be like, yeah, you deserve you being in jail, though. I still love you, though.
What part of the body did you eat? Oh, man. Depending on the body part is when I kind of draw my love. Like, if my son goes straight for the dick, like...
freaking.
Now, if he goes for the brain, it's like, all right, man, you trying to be smarter. I get it. I try to make sense out of it. And you go straight for the dick and the balls, man. You eat an asshole right away. What are you doing? Out of all the body parts you can eat, man. Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot.
But you'll still love him, right?
Yeah, I don't know. All right, Moon Gang. The duo is Roses on the Moon, Bobby B. Mac, Vanu Moon. What's the socials? What's the next shows? All that good stuff. Where can we find you?
You can find us on Roses on the Moon on everything. Instead of 2 O's on Moon, it's with X because someone already had the name. But you can find us on Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. And yeah, we're going to have a drop featuring someone really cool and killed it for us. We just can't disclose that just yet.
What race is she?
What was that?
What race is she?
See, if I say that, it's going to give it away. If I say that, it's going to
She's
give
Polynesian. She's big in the Polynesian community. She was part of a bigger girl band. We didn't say who. You pick up the crumbs.
Nah, I said it was a guy. My bad. It was a guy. It's a guy.
It's Tory?
Tory Lanez. You didn't know he came out just to do a song with us.
Man, it's hot in here, man. My bad. All right. Roses on the Moon. New drop coming spring. Featuring an artist we don't want to disclose.
Fuck, man.
All right. If you want me to cut all that, I'll cut all that.
Leave it. Fuck,
bro.
it's natural.
Promo.
We literally didn't say nothing.
Yeah, you put that together so quick.
You're a good investigator, Dre.
Oh
You
man.
should go on the fucking PI work.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Him catch Jeffrey Dahmer before Jeffrey Dahmer becomes Dahmer. Oh my gosh. Whew, all right. It was worth you guys being late, by the way.
We'll take that one on the chin. Don't cut it.
Waddle said he had to leave at 12. It's 12:39. It was worth it. He stuck around.
Sorry, bro.
Sorry, Waldo.
Follow the boys. What's personal socials?
Venomoon, VEHNU Moon on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and OnlyFans. So,
And mine is Bobby B Mac, BOBBYBMAC on everything.
He ain't running from the Mike Masters fade. He's just taking his time.
Hey man, when I hop in, I'm hop in, but not even I know when that is.
Yeah. I love you, brothers, man. As you guys know, hopefully you guys feel the love. Waldo, thank you for being here, brother. Appreciate you. If you need photos, videos, he got you. Temptation Marketing. If you want to buy a shirt, a hoodie, all that good stuff, allrock.com, ALLRAWK.com. Follow me on Instagram at DreRawka, DRERAWKA. I hope you guys have the day you deserve. Protect your light. We out. Peace. Yeah, it was a good conversation though. You guys need water or something?
I'm good.
Want a shot?
Shit. No, I'm good.
Are you sure? All right. The news like, Dre, shut the fuck up.
No, you're good, bro.